Put it up and see what. Okay, we installed this side, count 2 sections with boss bite. On this door we installed 2, as you can see, 1 hit, both in the shoulders. 4, 1, 2, so we're missing the top. And 2 calves didn't go through. You're gonna need a lot of spikes in the back to hold the person into position as the body actually on the spikes at iterations.
There are 4 points of injury, which mostly of them are acutely lethal. This person's extreme pain, and given the technology that they had at that time, antibiotics and such, that this was be a wound at some point.
But did this all-too cruel device actually torment criminals and heretics?
It's definitely a practical way of executing somebody.
This is a debate because the last iron said to come from Inquisition disappeared after an outbreak over Germany during World War II.
There's not 100% definitive if that was ever used in dungeons or in capacity. It makes for a great story.
There's a disturbing update to this machine. In 2003, Kulaki children discovered it outside the office of Saddam Hussein Saudi. Rumors swirled that national soccer players request device after choosing game. The concept of pinpointing specific parts has come away since the invention of the Iron Maiden. Today, CAT scan machines find conditions with anatomical and these changes likely to be extended and ended. It resembles a plain seesaw, but in reality it causes untold torment and use for eye. Exploits the element of water and the principle of leverage, and is designed primarily for women. This machine of Miss Kings.
This is a ducking stool. Punishment damages so to 1084.
The ducking stool is essentially a giant lever arm, the long horizontal beams up and down top of the vertical post. Left lifting heavy weight relatively easy. Can duck forwards out to the deeper work while keeping the operator and dry land.
Basic principles are, if you're going to have a fulcrum and a lever arm, balance, so it has easy pounded up. So if you have a rope, you can gently pull it down and lift the person up.
The history of ducking stool spans many centuries during the Middle Ages. The idea behind this machine is to deliver public right to any mistakes there.
Occasionally, we're punished using the ducking stool. This is the methods that was geared primarily towards women.
Nagging wives, quarrelsome neighbors, and gossiping women each endure the humiliation and horror of the ducking stool.
As far as punishment is concerned, this seems a little harsh for simply arguing with your husband, but it was a very different time back then, and they definitely had different standards.
The person been convicted would have been forced to sit into the chair, and the person would have been dunked into a body where the body could consist of anything from oil to nearby stream to even.
There's no sewage system. You're dealing with people who probably don't bathe that often. There's tons of bacteria in this water. Water is not a clean thing for you. It's much safer for you to stay dirty. There's much less chance of you getting sick.
Most dunking sessions lasted an entire day, as long as the victim didn't die first.
When you're low to that and you get the shock of the cold, you will start pushing limbs to try to your expression. Try because your brain is becoming oxygen starved. It's eventually going to be an interrogation. Breathe, or not.
Both the fear of drowning and the threat of public humiliation make the ducking stool an effective deterrent. Since the device is easy to build and use, any town can enforce its strict code of social conduct.
It's a town spectacle. Every town can this person being punished, crimes either real or imagined.
The whole premise was to raise the person and duck them into it. Do that. We constructed a sandbox. This tank actually scans. So we lift this up and dunk it into the tank. Okay, gonna duck our dummy. And he's. This two-bolt solution is we get a dummy that weighs 185 pounds that doesn't have so it's. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try this again. Dunking. So ducking them up. Right now, so easy is actually pushing up because of buoyancy and help me out. It's taken most of it out of the system. I wouldn't have been able to. The victim was actually I was ducking in water. My entire view. I could definitely see the situation.
The ducking chair sees prolific use for its use At one point against the law for town to not a ducking stool.
The last time it was used in the United States was in 1818. The punishment still in New Jersey way until 18.
Mechanical technology rapidly advanced during the Middle Ages. But torture and execution devices cast a dark shadow of this era. Craftsmen exploited the principles of torque and left some of history's most malicious machines.
接下来被品尝了糖的滋味，这代表加利福不再显效吗？仔细观察，用心学习，赢得生机。荒求生记接着播。